daddy, not everybody. Oh, we recorded. Derek don't give a damn about me. Hi, everyone. Welcome to a brand new episode of Royalty. We have a very special guest joining us today. I'm not even going to introduce myself first. I'm going to introduce, first of all, our very special guest, Miss Felicia from BB25. We have the mom. She is the chef. She is the comedian. She is here with us on the Royalty. I'm your host, Tiffany.
And I am your other host, Derek F., a.k.a. Big D. Mama Fee, it's so good to see you. Also, is it okay we call you Mama? Because, I feel like people never ask permission. Big Brother has a tendency of liking to call the older people like mamas and daddies.
Then why you doing it?
That's
call
it
Miss Felicia.
It is. It's absolutely fine.
Okay, Mama Tiffany.
It is my pleasure. It is my pleasure to be here with the two of you. You guys are royalty and Big Brother, and it is my pleasure.
Thank you. I'm calling her Miss Felicia. I'm gonna give her her accolades, her respect.
All right, Miss Felicia. Okay. I'm so glad we could finally get you on here because you've been making me very jealous. You've been going to those other podcasts.
Not podcasts.
Okay, and I need you to bring the real over here because this is the real.
Okay,
you with your people, you with your black people, you can talk the way you want to talk because you've been on those other podcasts is filtering yourself. Okay, I'm not playing with you tonight. Yes, okay. Now, Mama Fee, let me ask you a question. Okay, you did Big Brother 25. How was your experience? Tell me, give us some tea. How was it for you?
Well, I have to say, after having watched the show, when you go through those doors, initially it's just fun, it's exciting, you can't believe you're in the house. And about a few weeks in, you realize how real it really is. Cameras 24/7. And then you realize that these people came to play.
Yeah. And
everybody's trying to get that $750,000. Yeah. And you realize that people are willing to lie, cheat, and steal to get to the end. And so I think I put trust too early. I'm a trusting person by nature. And so until you give me a reason not to, I'm believing that everything you're saying is, I can trust it. Yeah. And you realize that, oh my God, it's an exhausting experience, but it was probably one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life.
Because it's so unique. It's unlike anything you'll ever do, you've done before, because not unless you go off to college by yourself.
Right.
But even that, it's not always a bunch of strangers, and you're not locked up with them, and you get to leave and go back and decompress, and you can call home and be like, these people crazy as hell.
Absolutely.
But in the BB house, this and this is all you got.
It's all you got. I mean, no phone, no TV, no outside interference. Like you said, no conversations with nobody that really knows you.
Yeah.
And you're in this house with these 16, 17 strangers and trying to pick everybody's brain and trying to see people and figure out when they lying, when they serious. And it's a lot. It's a lot. And then, like I said, them cameras 24/7. And sometimes you just say, you know what? Bump the cameras. I just got to do me. I just got to do me. And what you catch, you catch. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
I'll tell you. Listen, Miss Felicia, he said it's way past bedtime.
It is way past bedtime.
He said, what you doing?
Yeah, he heard me. He was like, we're not doing this tonight. Look at him. I can't get over it. He's happy. Let me tell you something. He got a little shout out on the other episode we did today. So now he think he could jump up and show his ass.
He want to be a part of production.
Yeah, he want to be part of production. Miss Felicia, let me ask you. You did Big Brother. You have so many memes, so many iconic moments. You have so much. Is there one that you will always take with you that you are just like, I'm so glad I did that or said that? Because there's so many. I feel like there's so many sound bites. But can you give me one that you love the most?
There's a few of them. I think one of the ones that cracks me up is when I was making up that bed and I was trying to push that mattress and I fell face first on the mattress. I think that was one of my stupidest moments where it's like, oh my God, I can't believe I did this. I think when I did the Mr. B, can we get some blueberry, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries?
Period. We need some seasoning salt too, Mr. B. And then can I get some bouillon cubes and some and I need some garlic, a lot of garlic.
If you bring us some pot roast and some what did I say? Some oxtails, we can cook that too.
Did they give you some?
We ended up getting some oxtail. Now they gave us 1 pack of oxtail, so we couldn't do too much with it.
No, that was just for you. They said, "Come get her. Come get her."
They're like, nobody else eat oxtails, only you do. That's what they were trying to do. And I remember you asked.
They put them oxtails on the scale and said, "Oh no, 1 pound."
1 pound. That's too much. Too much. Nobody's gonna eat this every week. And then they probably sat there and was like, I need the correct seasoning salt. I remember you telling them the exact seasoning salt. You're like, not
this other Johnny seasoning salt. And they kept bringing us the Lowry's, and then they kept giving us the garlic salt. And I said, we need garlic powder. Garlic salt is too salty. That's making my blood pressure rise.
Oh, no garlic salt.
Yeah. Right. Oh, okay. So of course,
and you've been keeping Bowie J, the effing Bowie J.
Yeah. Oh, baby, that's my favorite. That's my favorite. And I'm also going to tell you what my other favorite is. Miss Felicia, I love seeing you drop this mic everywhere, every time, in the toilet.
I dropped my mic in the toilet.
Oh, damn.
I dropped my mic in Miss Felicia, remember when you fell in the hot tub?
When I fell in the hot tub. And those guys thought I deliberately jumped in the hot tub. I said, no, I was trying to put my toe in to see how cold the water was and fell in.
Wow.
And then that last time when I accidentally, it was like, oh
Don't
my
rush
God.
us because you late.
They gonna kill me because I done dropped my mic again. I said, I ain't even gonna tell them. I ain't gonna say nothing. I said, well, damn, why am I sitting here saying that knowing they can see me on this camera? I said, okay, never mind. So you forget about the cameras. It's like, I'm sitting there saying I ain't even gonna tell them. It's like, and I just told them.
Yeah, right. Now, are you keeping up with this season, Miss Felicia?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, you've been so you were watching Big Brother before you went on.
Yes, from the very beginning. From the very beginning. Yes.
And then you were like, I'm going on this crazy show and locking myself in this house with these people, and I'm just gonna see what happened.
Yes. I said when I retired, because I knew I worked.
Would you move?
Air Force, and then
I'm sorry.
The cat said, I want to be on the podcast.
Wait, Tiger is really out of control.
He is out of control. He don't never be like, because it's late. He ready for me to go to bed.
So you got to scoot up close enough where he can't jump.
He ain't playing. He ain't not playing tonight.
No, just let him play. Just let him sit there.
Sit down then.
Just let him stay. But I said when I retired, because I knew I could never get off work long enough to take leave, I said, I'm going to apply for Big Brother. So I retired June of 2022. And at October, November of 2022, I went online, looked at the thing for the application.
She said, that's on my bucket list.
Did me a video and sent it in. And in March, I got my first call.
That's right.
I know that's right.
Real queens apply once, you know?
One time.
Yeah. One time. Thank
it's
you.
Like, Julie, CBS Big Brother, you need it, call me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, the people that applied one time end up being the people that are just one hitters. Like, you was like, wow, this was great. Like, they got the personality, they got everything. So, just to say, hey, we're part of the One People Club. That's it.
Okay.
Now, I want to also say this. Congratulations on your retirement. Okay.
Thank you.
I hope you're living your best life and, having fun and everything. You look amazing, by the way. I know we saw you in New York. Last time we saw you, Mama Fee, you were backing it up, girl. You were clapping. You were clapping and backing it up and everything.
You know what surprised me about you? I'm so sorry. Y'all gonna have to excuse. I'm sorry. It's after dark over here. Don't do it again. What surprised me about you, Mama Fee, is you the tiniest little thing.
Okay.
Now, I've had a lot of people tell me that. I'm like, well, now I'll be honest. When I saw myself on the screen, I was like, no wonder they kept buying me all these size 2X and 3X clothes, because I felt like I looked so big on TV. But I don't think people on TV. Right. I don't think people realize how short I was. I'm only 5'2".
I did not realize how short you were. The people say that to me. They be like, I thought you was taller than this. I'm like, girl, I am 5'9.5". Like,
not 5'9.5".
I don't know how tall you want me to be.
I think it's those big personas where because of the persona, people think you're taller and bigger. And then when they see you in person, they was like, all that mouth was coming out of you.
Isn't it crazy?
Hold on,
Yeah,
I'll be
I
back.
look at little Rabina now. She's what, 4'9", 4'11".
Oh my God,
She's really tiny.
Marina is really tiny.
She is tiny.
It's insane. Look, he in trouble.
Uh-huh.
Look, he in trouble.
Did you lock him out the room?
He never does that. That's not like him. Let me tell you something. Tiger would lay with Tiffany, hang out with Tiffany. He's never got up during the podcast and did all that. That's not like him.
Oh, wow.
He wants his attention.
Okay.
My bags are packed. I'm leaving to go out of town.
Oh, yeah.
It's already late. He is ready for me to get in the bed. Tiger think he is my man.
He's letting you know you ain't leaving him. He trying to say,
you
ain't leaving me.
No, I am leaving. That is what I am doing. You ain't going. I am.
And where are you on your way to?
I'm going to Raleigh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Going to
Now, Mama Fee, let me ask you, with this season, okay, do you have anyone, obviously if they're evicted, that's fine. Is there anyone that you really do like a lot? Or give me a little bit of your feedback of who you like or who you don't like. And don't be scared to hold back.
Don't be scared to hold back.
Don't be
scared. Don't hold back. Don't be scared to let go.
From the very beginning, I actually said I thought that Chelsea was going to win. Something about, and I just kind of watched her maneuver. Now, around week 3 or 4, I think she started playing a little bit too hard, and I thought I was a little scared for her, but she recovered. She went low a little bit and came back in. I believe she's going to take this. Mackenzie, I've gained a liking for.
Mm-hmm.
In the beginning, something about her was off. She didn't really connect with people.
Yeah.
She never figured out how to connect. I think more on the back end when she decided to finally be her, she was trying to play the role that she thought everybody wanted her to play instead of just being herself. And I think that's where people go wrong.
Yeah.
You got to go in there and just do you and let them gravitate to you instead of trying to be a persona.
It's hard to pretend to be someone else when you're being watched all the time. I can show up for a client and pretend to be who you need me to be for an hour.
Yeah.
But I can't pretend
24/7.
Not at all.
For 89 days.
And you know what else about Mackenzie that I didn't really realize is she's only 22 years old.
Exactly. She's young. So
that's I couldn't imagine putting my 22-year-old self in an environment like that. And it's, and you are expecting to behave or present a certain kind of way. And you're like, am I, and what am I doing here? But she is, I think she's doing a good job. Chelsea is doing a phenomenal job.
Chelsea's doing a phenomenal job. I would like to have seen T-Core. Something about T-Core, I was drawn to T-Core. I think T-Core, though, just her being her natural self, she's got a low-key personality. And I think a lot of them looked at her as she was riding behind everybody else, but she really was the brains behind what was going on with that threesome that they had.
Yeah.
She was more like the one that had the strategy and then they played it out.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
And that works for her. And I think, I just think that they really did see her as a threat. Angela.
Mama Fee.
Don't spoil the episode.
Mama Fee.
I actually said Angela could get to the Final Four. I really peg her as being able to get all the way to the Final Four. I believe she has that ability, but I don't believe she'll get past the Final Four.
I don't
believe she could get past the Final Four.
I'm gonna try to remember my thought. I'm gonna have to write it. Let me write it down. While my earpiece come out, I'm turning around like a. Hold on. I want to write down this thought. Okay.
Now I want to talk about Cam too.
Okay,
Cam has, because I watched Cam kind of come alive in the last couple of weeks. Now I'm disappointed. Right, I'll say he has been very boring. I'm sorry, Cam. I don't mean that against you personally, but your game.
It's nothing personal, but it's the truth. The TikTok star himself, he need a TikTok chance to do because I am bored. He
has no personality, no nothing, and even now I'm like, Cam, when are you gonna win?
Yeah.
When are you gonna win? Now is when you have to win, dude. Come on now, step up.
I don't know. Go ahead, Tiff. Because I'm going to get into it. Let's get into
go. Let me hear what y'all think.
I'm gonna get into this episode. Okay.
So I'm gonna try. Go ahead. Sid.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. I don't. I took these notes.
Okay. So I want to get into HOH competition that we had. Mackenzie won. Okay?
Yes.
Kenzie winning, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't excited for her to win because I was like, damn, I want a Mackenzie HOH. I kind of wanted like an Angela HOH, or even to be honest,
Rubina and T-Core.
Yes,
Rubina and
Chemo. Yeah,
Rubina and Chemo. Rubina and Chemo. I'm sorry.
Yeah, one of those type of people. But she wins the HOH competition. Okay.
Now, what was this one when they had to stack the things up?
Yeah.
Your favorite girl was doing what? I just think that I should just put Angela.
Let me. Okay, if I stack this one here and then I do this, but you know what? I'm going to get as many as I can.
Cam on this one? He wasn't even trying to stack his.
What is he doing?
He was trying. He was trying, Miss Felicia.
No, you actually saw him just standing over, looking at his stuff, been in there. There were times when they put the camera on him, and he wasn't even picking up a piece of the
Miss Felicia, he was doing the dance. He said
he was thinking. You have to see it.
That's how you knew he didn't want to win. So
you think he doesn't want to win? You think he's intentionally throwing?
I believe I do. Like when he did last week when he lost that thing with Leah, where he said, "Let's stand on one leg." Who would do that if they was really trying to win?
I mean, but to stand up there for 10 hours, you got to be trying to win.
But 10 hours, that was easy. But then when he said, "Let's go to one leg,"
say what you said now. Say what you said.
Well,
10 hours.
I was 10 hours. That's easy.
You had to remember, you were having popcorn when they had to do it. You had your snacks talking about some. Let's see what they're going to do in this standing competition over here in the pressure cooker. Okay, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Last year with the pressure cooker, I probably could not have done well because it was cold. Now this year, when all they had to do was stand there with that stick, I probably could have stood there for 10 hours. I used to stand on a gate. I was a security police officer, and we used to stand on the gate for 12 hours.
And that's right. That is
true. Couldn't go
true.
Nowhere. Couldn't even go to the bathroom. 12 hours. So I'm used to that kind of something. But now you had to hold that stick steady, though. Now I don't know how long I would have been able to do that. So you think
he threw that? He gave that to Leah. I do think he didn't have to lose. He set himself up to lose with that "let's go on one leg." Yes. I don't know what that was about.
I think that was deliberate because he didn't want to have to show his hand yet.
Yeah. So I want to point out in this episode, Leah realizes that, Chelsea's a major threat. I think she's starting to realize, I probably should have not got rid of T-Core, and I should have probably got rid of Chelsea when I had the opportunity. And she's, regretting her HOH week. This is Zingbot's episode, okay? We love Zingbot. Do you remember what your Zing was?
They said something about my wrinkles in my face.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did. And I thought, all this footage that I gave you, and that's what you guys called the joke for me, was look at the wrinkles. And you so old, you got wrinkles. And I mean, all of us were standing there like, that's your joke?
Oh. And what was yours, Tiff?
Mine was something about Zingbot has been doing this a long time. He's so old. He says he's old, but you know what? He says something never gets old, but you know what does is Tiffany. And he said I was like 4 scores and something. I don't know. It was an old joke.
Got it. Okay, yeah. Got it. Yeah, mine was really corny too.
That is when you are playing the shit out of your game and they don't have anything else to say, and they also don't want to ruin it for you. They just got to go to that.
Yeah. I think if they're easy on you, that I feel like that means that they just... like, you're fine. Because mine was really corny. I was expecting something more. Mine was just talking about taking a poop in the bathroom. I was like... And everyone was like going back in the house. They're like, why was Zing so easy on Big D? Like, he must be writing the jokes. I swear Big D has to be Zingbot. I was like, I don't know why they were so easy. I was expecting him to come hard, or he or she or they.
Actually, I think the ones they did this year were actually pretty good.
Yes, and I want to kind of talk about the ones I like.
This year,
Yeah. I want to talk about the ones I like. The one about Cam being a floater.
Yeah.
No real strategy, no input in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's true. I'm not gonna lie.
That's why everybody was like,
yeah.
It was true.
I felt
the one about with
Chelsea.
But Chelsea liking Cam and how it wasn't going.
But everybody was so quiet when it happened.
They didn't know what to say with that. I think they said that it ain't never gonna work out.
Yeah, he did. He said I admire your faith. But pretty much.
But you ain't gonna get Cam.
Yeah. and he even laughed like,
yeah, you right.
Why you tell on me?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to say this, but I actually think Cam really kind of had a little crush on Leah and Mackenzie.
I think both of them.
I think both of them. And I think Chelsea was just that afterthought. And then they
but why?
Because
is she an afterthought because she's thinking about him, or was he ever thinking about her? Would he have thought about her if she had not have shown an interest in him?
I don't think he would have ever thought about her had she not demonstrated that she kind of had a crush on him. And they talked about, we're going to wait till we get out the house. But he was willing to do that outward flirtatious stuff with Leah and Mackenzie.
Maybe
knowing still that
anything.
The showmance, and maybe that's true. And I actually think maybe, I don't know, because his personality, I don't know how he could keep even Chelsea interested after the show. It'd be interesting to see if he really is a different person on the outside, because inside the house, he didn't really show any real personality.
You know what it is? I think it is the fact that people be stuck in that house together, and those are the only people on earth that you see, and people just start to become interesting and attractive to you. People that you would not normally be attracted to outside of that house. And I get what you're saying. Like, what is it about him that's even making you feel an attraction? And I think it's just because it ain't nobody else in there to be attracted to.
I can see that. But Mama Fee, I have said, I don't know about Leah. I kind of see the Leah maybe in the beginning, but I definitely see Mackenzie. But I have said this, before. I feel like, maybe there's something there, but we're just maybe missing it. But you do watch the live feed, so maybe you see a little bit more than what I see. But I definitely felt that type of vibe. Another thing that I want to point out is I feel like Chemo's was kind of cute. Rabina's zing was kind of cute. Who else did we have left?
Angela's, what did they say about Angela?
Did she cry?
Oh, Leah's was also super cute too. Yeah. But Angela's song, oh my God. She should be happy though. Like they thought that much about you that they made you a song. Your zing went on for so long.
It did.
I thought it
reminds you of Corey and America's last year, where they just went on and on and on. They had a whole segment on Corey and America that made up a song for them. It's like, okay, this is who y'all really wanted to tag with the zing by.
I don't remember watching that episode.
Yeah.
I remember that.
They sure did that. I think God Bless America or something. They did a song for Corey and America.
They did a song for Corey and America. So that's why I'm like, I was like, Angela should be happy, but Angela was so happy in the moment.
Angela was like our Bowie Jane. She was just happy to be there, and she didn't care how far she got, long as she just kept getting to stay. She was glad she made it to the jury house, and if she could have made it to the final three, she didn't even care. I think if she didn't make it to the final two chairs, she just wanted to make it to the final three. She's happy now leaving. She knew she was going home.
Hold on. You speeding ahead.
I know. I just realized what I just said.
It's okay.
Angela just happy to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I was just going to say that. No, go ahead.
No, I want to hear your thoughts, Tiff.
I don't know where you're going.
I just want to talk about Angela having her breakdown on the couch.
Go ahead.
When Angela sat on this couch and they asked her, "Are you doing okay?" I never seen her eye twitch so much. She said, "I'm fine. It's okay. It's all right." I'm like, is she about to have a breakdown over a zing? But let me tell you something. This is the prime example. This is an example. I want the people to know this. This is an example when you're in the Big Brother house, and when we talk about mentally, it's cracking you. She is cracked. She's been cracked 4 weeks ago. Yeah. This is messing her up. But I'm praying to God that she just sticks it out because she needs to. But I don't know. Okay.
It really does take an emotional toll, and I have to say I am proud of her in the sense that I know what it is to be on the block week after week after week. You have to keep packing that suitcase, and even though a part of you believes that you're going to be safe, you don't know what people are going to do. And half the time that Angela's gone up, she has actually been the target.
Yeah.
And then something has happened that's flipped it. And so that comes hard. That becomes hard after a while. I was on the block 8 times.
Shut up.
Damn.
8 times. I went home on the 8th time.
I'm not going to complain about mine then. That's wild.
And so after a while, it becomes exhausting. You just say, okay, can y'all find somebody else to put up besides me?
I remember you saying that. Yeah, right. I remember. Right. I remember. So Mackenzie wins this HOH. Chelsea is all in Mackenzie's ear. I will say this. Chelsea is working.
She's working.
Working hard.
Chelsea is strategizing it. She's convincing everybody to do exactly what she needs to do.
What does she do? What does she do for a living?
She's a pastor.
Oh, she's a pastor.
That makes sense.
She's in ministry.
Oh, that makes sense now. That makes sense. Okay. So, Chelsea is, Mackenzie's like, I'm not going to get my hands dirty. So she decides to nominate, Chemo and Angela. She's like, I'm just going to nominate them. Angela's her target because she wants to get Angela out of here. She's like, Angela stays any longer, Angela's going to win. And
Angela going to go all the way. And I'll be honest, if Angela got to the final 2 chairs, I'd probably give it to her. If y'all crazy enough to let her get to them chairs, exactly.
Yeah. How can you not? Veto competition. Veto, they're playing the wild robot. The players are Angela, Chelsea, Cam, Mackenzie, Chemo, Leah. The players have to figure out what if I'm correct, and please correct me if I'm wrong, they have to figure out what the animals are saying? Like, is it like scribble trapple or something?
What was it? What, Derek?
That was a hard one.
No, wait, Miss Felicia. Wait, hold on. I asked Derek a question. Derek, is it what?
Isn't it Scribble Scrabble or something like that?
Scribble Scrabble. What's that?
Scribble Scrabble. They're like it's gibberish. Like
no, but say it again.
Scribble Scrabble.
Miss Felicia, let him say it. What is it, Derek?
Scribble Scrabble.
Okay, then.
I just say it. Is it some type of I don't know. They
gibberish,
just weren't
like you said, gibberish.
Gibberish. Thank you. That's the word. Gibberish. Thank you.
Gibberish.
Not giggerish. I like that. Giggerish. Okay. So
Scribble Scrabble.
Okay. So
but
they
you know what I noticed what Mackenzie was the only one that took the strategy that she took. All the rest of them, they went and they looked at they listened to the sounds first and then went over to the board. Mackenzie went over to the board and listened to every single sound on the board and then went over to the thing to say, okay, what am I listening for now? And for her to have done that in 9 minutes, I was stunned when they said that.
Wow.
Stunned. 9 minutes.
Why did it take everybody else longer?
Chelsea took 35 minutes. 35 minutes, and they didn't even show. Leah took second, because I said I bet Leah is in the top 3, and I bet she took second. And so Leah took second, and they didn't show her time.
Okay.
But Chelsea had 34 minutes, and Mackenzie had 9 minutes or something. So Leah was somewhere in between there.
Wow. And where was Chemo?
They only showed the top 3.
And where was Cam?
Ever since
and
last
where was
year.
Cam? Was Cam
they
throwing
didn't show. They didn't
Cam
show.
TikTok dancing. He was TikTok dancing, making something with the sounds of the music.
Yeah, he did it because I think the only one that didn't do it was Rubina. She was the only one that didn't get to play.
Wow. I also want to point out that Angela, I love Angela. Angela was getting ready for this comp, okay? She had to get the workout equipment. She was figuring it out in the room.
Did y'all see her on the workout equipment trying to do the weight bar?
I saw it when
if that machine had fallen over on her.
She said, oh, well, that's not going to work.
Yes. So she's like, I guess it is what it is now. Chelsea in this. Okay, so wait. So Mackenzie wins. Chelsea, once again, doing what she does best. She's pushing. She's like, she wants to try to push Mackenzie to put up Leah.
Because she wanted Leah on the block before
Leah on the block
nominations.
and Leah gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's
I think
hard
she really
because they're
felt her
working
true
together.
competition was Leah, because she knew that as long as Leah was in the house, Leah was an influence on Mackenzie and Angela.
And possibly Cam from Chelsea's point of view. Even though I don't believe that. I believe what Cam was saying, that he would not pick Leah over Chelsea. But in Chelsea's mind, Leah is competition for her with Cam. Yeah.
Yeah. And she also figured that, well, no, because Leah really just did not communicate too much with Rubina and Chemo. So she wasn't worried about them. But
I forgot about Rubina. Damn.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, Rubina's there. Yeah. So also, Chelsea's pushing for this narrative to backdoor, Leah. She was like, if I can get her on the block, I think I can get her out. Angela comes to, Angela, she's always listening, and she's like, she goes to Leah, and she's like, I saw them in the backyard. They're all working together. They're coming for you. I have a bad feeling they're going to put you up. And Leah's just kind of like, I don't know what's going on, because me and Mackenzie are cool. Like, I don't understand where this is coming from.
We love each other.
Right, we love each other. I'm so confused of what's happening. But, listen, Mackenzie's made it clear. You come from my girl Chelsea, I don't know what you want me to do. And, she decides to use that veto and replace Chemo with Leah. And
I have to say that actually really shocked me. It's like, why would you do that? You put him up on the block. I don't think she originally planned on doing the backdoor thing.
No,
she didn't plan on touching Leah at all. She never wanted Leah on the block.
She wanted Angela. And so I knew both of them was going to go out this week, though. I said, Leah's going first and Angela going right behind her. I believe that's how it's going to flow.
Chelsea did a good job of
getting Mackenzie to do her dirty work.
The situation. Yes.
She did great.
Yes,
that was
exactly
great manipulation 101.
It sure was. It sure was great manipulation. It's going to be interesting to see, though, how this all plays out.
Why are you looking lost over there, Derek?
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I was looking at my notes. I was trying to see what happened next. I'm so sorry. But
next is the double eviction.
Yeah, and I just want to say Leah does call Chelsea, Cam, and Mackenzie jokers for betraying her. So I thought that was cute. Julie comes at the end of the episode talking about, let me tell you something, Julie in these sweats is wearing me out, okay? And Julie talking about Ainsley's taking over the game, and we have to stop her, and if not, she's going to take over the whole world. Baby, y'all put Ainsley in this game. Let's not try to put this whole narrative. It was just crazy.
I know.
She's to take over. She was supposed to have this much power. I was like, what was you expecting? Like,
that's what AI is doing.
That's what AI is doing, taking over. You think it's going to be a little small snippet, and next thing you know, AI done took over.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we get to
tonight's episode. I want to go back to Leah a little bit though. Now, because I've been even looking on Instagram and Twitter and all that.
Keeping up with the resources.
The people are eating up Mackenzie. They're mad at Mackenzie, saying that she betrayed Leah. But Leah done threw Mackenzie under the bus a couple times over this season.
Even though she was aligned with that.
She was aligned with her, but then still walked away from her. And she even did the same thing with Quinn. She did the same thing with Joseph. She acted like she loved Joseph to death, but she was the one the week before when Quinn was HOH trying to convince Quinn that, did you hear what Joseph's saying in the backyard? He might be a threat. So she always kind of does this wishy-washy thing, and then when it doesn't land the way she needs it to land, then she acts, I loved you and I really didn't want this to happen. She done threw Mackenzie under the bus over this season.
She has, however, even as a viewer, have you ever thought that Leah would target Mackenzie?
Probably not. I don't think she
I would say probably not.
And so us as viewers didn't think that. It's kind of almost as if Mackenzie should have picked up on that too, because there was nothing about Leah that gave, I would target you, Mackenzie.
I don't know though. Like I said, because Leah was playing a good game, and I think that's why Chelsea really sees her as a threat. because Leah has the ability to say and do what she thinks you want to hear and see her do.
And we don't like that. Nah,
we don't like that.
Don't play in my face.
Chelsea saw that though. So those two were basically two of a kind.
Yeah,
they saw each other's game and realized they were both playing the same game where they were working through other people to get done what they needed to get done. Chelsea saw that in Leah, and Leah saw that in Chelsea.
Yeah, they were coming for each other, but get Mackenzie to get out her Leah for Chelsea.
Yes,
that's some stellar. That's some top tier
manipulation. Okay,
yeah. And if Chelsea gets to the final two chairs and she does her final speech right, and she calls out all the things that she manipulated, really, there's no way she can lose this.
She will. I am truly enjoying watching Chelsea work.
Yes,
I am. I would like to see her.
She is serving.
I would like to see her continue to go. One thing I tell my family, they ask things like, how is it living in the house and without all this stuff? And one of the things that I noticed about me, and I don't know if other people notice this about themselves, I think that they would acknowledge it if they paid attention, but I actually not having a phone or resources or something to depend on, something in my brain activated. And I actually became smarter because I'm using parts of my brain that are maybe a little delayed in the real world because I'm relying upon all of these devices and technology to think for me. But once, when I first got in there, it was a little okay, we gotta start this car up. Hold on. And then, and then once it started, I said, oh shit. There we go. And then you put your foot on the gas and you oh. And it's people I think that what I'm saying is Chelsea has found her rhythm.
Yes.
And she is, I want to say she doesn't have any distractions. To me, her only distraction is Cam. Yes. And he's not a bad influence as far as being a distraction. So that's okay. But I think because of the interest in him, she's seeing things that aren't quite there. And I don't mean with him, but I mean maybe his interest in Mackenzie, maybe this interest, maybe this threat that she thinks Leah is presenting. It's they kind of, those concerns
she's
really
come
back to
those
Cam.
Relationships.
Yes. And it's if he wasn't if that wasn't there, then she may be able to, it's kind of like smoke. It's a whole smoke screen. But even through the smoke, she's still focused on the goal. And that is what I can appreciate. She's I don't really like the way I see the engagement between him and Mackenzie, but Mackenzie is still my girl. That's still I believe that Mackenzie and Cam are both of her number one. It really reminds me of me, Claire, Kylan working together. Yeah. Claire is my girl. If there was no cookout, I think we would have all just rolled together. Yeah. And it's but at least Kylan was winning competitions. But that's just, I see Chelsea she got her foot on the gas.
Right.
And I think she's playing this game phenomenally.
And here's the thing,
to get her to the end.
I think Cam too. Cam is only there because of Chelsea. Because of Chelsea.
Yeah.
Because Chelsea.
Amen.
Cam doesn't.
Say it again. Say it again.
Well, I would say Chelsea doesn't need Cam. Cam needs Chelsea though for his existence.
Correct. He needs Chelsea more than Chelsea needs him.
For Chelsea, he's just a number, and he becomes a blocker for her. Actually, now, if she's not careful.
Yeah.
What they may do is see her as the biggest threat and let Cam sit there figuring nobody would give Cam the vote in the end, and they can beat everybody in there but Cam.
The smart thing about her remaining close to MJ and MJ still being active in this game is, if I'm Chelsea, I would I know MJ is my girl, but don't look at me. I ain't won all of these competitions that she has, even though she has, though.
Right.
But MJ has been the one going around saying she's the comp beast. She's the this. She just wanted to get more wins than Tucker. So, it's kind of trying to paint someone as a target without giving them too much credit to identify them as possibly being a winner. Like, I don't want to say that this person should win, but I'm saying they should go home over me.
Right. Right. It's that fine line of you want to win so that people see you as relevant and you can save yourself, but at the same time, you win too much, you become the threat, like Tucker.
Yeah, that is true. So, of course, I know tonight's a double eviction, so, I mean, tell me what happened, guys, because I unfortunately did not see it, so this is the first time. All right, here we go, Tiffany.
Bring us in. The double eviction starts off, of course, Mackenzie is the head of the household. And per Julie, Mackenzie rules as head of household, but Chelsea is pulling the strings. Yes. And I was like, all right, Julie is letting us know that production is really liking what Chelsea's doing here. So, they always got a little eye in the sky of kind of assuming they know what's going to happen in the next couple of moves, but they're playing chess. Okay. So after making Leah the replacement nominee, Mackenzie tries to have a conversation with her to smooth things over because she's feeling uncomfortable about she's nominated her. That's her friend. And she's wondering if she made the right decision, but she wants to let Leah know why she actually did this. And so Leah doesn't fully understand. Leah's like, I never tried to target you. I was never coming for you. I was never going to put you up. Like, why would you do that? And she's like, well, I can't fully explain why I did. I don't really even understand myself. I'm a little confused. I did it because, see, Chelsea told me that you was. Matter of fact, let me just go get Chelsea so she can tell you. Let me just go get Chelsea so she could tell me. So she can tell you what she told me, which is why you on the block right now. So then Chelsea comes in, and Leah is really playing her. She kind of reminds me of Alyssa Lopez from our season, Derek, where she can lie without you feeling or thinking that she's lying, because she's like, I was never targeting you, Chelsea. Well, that's a lie. Yes, you're absolutely targeting her.
She made her mistake was talking to Robina, and Robina went right back and told.
She did. And then Chemo, she puts it on Chemo. She doesn't put it on Robina, but she also could have owned up to it, because for one, Chelsea plainly told you when she was HOH that you were possibly the replacement nominee for her. So it could have been like, I'm not going to lie to you, Chelsea. You weren't my target, but I didn't know how good I was with you, because when you were HOH, you let me know that I was an option as a replacement nominee. So I never wanted you to be my target. I just didn't want to be yours. I didn't know where we stood. But I still didn't nominate you when I was HOH because I was trying to work with you. But she comes out and says, no, I never was going to target you. That's not true. As a matter of fact, it was Chemo. It was Chemo who told me when I was HOH that you.
Chemo's always getting thrown underneath the bus.
Yeah, she said Chemo told me I need to watch out for y'all three. That you and MJ and Cam were forming a group, and that was who started that. It was never me.
Mm-hmm. And Chemo did do that. He said, while you focus on us as being a three, are you paying attention to this other group that's got a three?
That is true. But Rabina said the same thing too when she was up on the block with T-Core. Okay, exactly. Got it.
That's what I meant when I said Leah was very good at manipulating conversations to tell you what you wanted to hear, but she really was. I was calling Leah a snake I said, oh, Leah's a snake. That's what I say. She was playing that game on her side just as good as Chelsea was playing on her side. And that's why those two, they saw each other. They saw each other.
So then Chelsea leaves and the HOH, and she goes and has a conversation with Cam. And she relays the conversation to him about what happened in the HOH with Mackenzie and Leah. And she's like, it was Chemo. It was Chemo and Rabina. And so of course, Cam, in true Cam fashion, insinuates that maybe getting rid of Leah is not the move. Maybe Leah staying would be better for them, because then she'll go after Chemo and Rabina, since they are the ones who essentially threw her under the bus to get her on the block.
We know that's not the case. We know that's not the case. We too far in the game for that type of shit. I don't know if he even saying that.
I was because he does not want.
He doesn't want Leah to
be upset.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna love Cam in real life, but watching him on Big Brother,
it's exhausting.
It's exhausting.
Yeah, and you know, people need to just really understand that. I hope I didn't lose y'all. Can y'all see?
No, we can hear you and see you.
Okay,
you're perfect.
People need to understand that, especially as players, when we don't have a like for someone that we're watching as a player, it's not I don't like this person as a person, because I'm not watching them in their personal life. I'm watching them play this game. I'm not liking the gameplay that they're playing.
Right. Exactly.
And so it's not about, I don't like them. And sometimes people can display a certain character that may lean you towards I don't even like them as a person. But I haven't experienced that this season, where I just genuinely don't like any of these people as humans, as individuals. I just may not have a like for gameplay. And the whole purpose of this podcast is to recap and hear our perspectives on it. So that's what we give in.
Absolutely.
But, so anyway, Chelsea does kind of give a little reconsideration, as if keeping Leah over Angela is a better option.
Right.
So, well, we got to get down to the eviction night. To the eviction, we get down to the speeches. Angela's speech is 10 minutes long. I've never seen anyone.
She didn't go 10 minutes long. You're lying.
It was at least 7.
Yeah. What did it sound like?
It just pretty much just please keep, because my husband and my grandkids, and I love you, and I love this, and I love you guys, and I've got a lot of fight in me, and please don't send me home, and pretty much just keep me, okay? All right. Leah recognizes that she's had a janky week and wants to express her loyalty to those who want to keep her there. If you keep me, I will be loyal to you. I will fight for you. She actually has spoken so much and so long to probably to compete with Angela's time, that she has forgotten a part of her speech. And she's like, I forgot, but just like, just don't let me go home today. And you know, she can't remember.
She can't get it out.
She can't get it out. But then she what you say a scramble? What did you call it? Big D. What you call it?
Scribble scrabble.
Scrabble.
Scribble scrabble.
Gibberish.
Yeah, she scribble scrabbles through the speech, and then we get to the votes. Chemo, Chelsea, Cam, and Rabina all vote for Leah. So this is the first unanimous vote. Leah is evicted.
Did they know they were going into a double eviction?
Well, I do apologize. Right at the beginning of the evening, Ainsley turned from Julie to Ainsley. They found out that the Julie bot was not really Julie. It was Ainsley had taken over Julie's body, and had let them know that you all have screwed me over. And because you've screwed me, I knew you were going to believe this Julie Jen bot. And because you messed that up, I'm going to mess you up. I'm ruining things for everybody. I'm 2 of y'all going home today. And that's when they knew it was going to be a double eviction. So I don't even appreciate that they got that heads up that it was going to be a double eviction. I wish they would have gotten their notice right after Leah went home. And then I love when Julie calls you back into the house guests.
True. Yeah.
I need everyone in the league. You like what? What? Yeah. What do you want? Why? You know. Yeah. But they got a little heads up, so they did know that that was what it was. Leah came out to a round of applause.
Oh yeah. They love Leah.
It was an overwhelming round of applause. It made her feel really good. I was happy for her, because you're already getting evicted. There's so many emotions going on, dear. You wouldn't know shit about that. There's so many emotions going on. You gotta come. You walk. Like, what is it like to walk out the door? Do they like me? Do they hate me? What I do? And so she came out to a round of applause, and She's really excited to see Quinn in jury. She has a very positive attitude leaving this game.
Did she think that her and Quinn going to be a couple?
Julie kind of insinuated something, but Leah I like the way she does not reveal too much. She's good. She is. She's just like, I just can't wait to see Quinn and jury. We don't know what the nature of her excitement to see him is. Okay. She just is happy to go to jury, and she's proud of the game she's
really
played.
Considered Quinn a friend. I think so. She considered Quinn a friend.
I do think so.
She could fatten him up. It'll work out.
Right. I do think so.
Yeah. She likes a big man, a chunky man.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Well, so we get ready to go into this double eviction, this HOH, and it's a booth. It's it's going to be a quick booth. It's they've got to remember what Julie's chinbot said to them, or Ainsley. Yeah, is it Ainsley? What Ainsley said? Ainsley said. Yes. Well, before we even get to the questions, the camera pans over to Mackenzie, and she's not playing, but everyone else is. And I'm looking at the booth. I'm like, oh my God, this is the final six. Like, final six always gives me anxiety because I didn't win that HOH, and that was the one that sent me home. But Mackenzie is sitting over there. Mackenzie is still in tears. Mackenzie's sitting in her chair, still crying about sending Leah home. I think she is really realizing,
I might have messed up. I don't even know who all over here has my back, but somewhere between nominating Leah and Leah walking out that door, I think Mackenzie realized, I'm letting go of somebody who really did have my back. I don't know what I have now. So anyway, there's questions for HOH. Is this true or false? It's true and false. Well, on the first one, everybody except Chemo got it right. Mm-hmm. Everybody, even Cam. Everybody except Chemo got the first one right. So it's 7 questions, and whoever has the most points at the end of the 7 questions is going to be the winner. Well, on the second question, Chelsea and Cam get it right. I said, okay, Cam. All right, so now Chelsea's up 2, and Cam's right with her. She's up 1. Well, yeah, whatever. The third one, only Chelsea gets it right. Mm-hmm. The fourth one, everybody except Rabina got it right. She had no idea. Rabina didn't know nothing.
No, not at all. On the fifth one, everybody except Cam got it right. The sixth one, only Rabina and Angela got it right. So we don't know what the hell that one was, because they probably guessed. On the seventh one, only Cam and Angela get it right, which leaves Chelsea and Angela tied.
5-5. They have to do that little runoff.
So there's a math question, and the math question is,
how many times did it take us to flip the competition or something stupid?
Well, okay, Derek, how would you solve this equation? In minutes, how long was Janky a part of the game from the first time Janky appeared until the last time you saw Janky?
Janky died in the little thing.
In minutes.
How long was it?
I mean, there's about 60 seconds in a minute.
60 minutes in an hour.
60 minutes in an hour. Mm-hmm. So I would
24
take
hours in a day.
24 hours times 60.
Yep. Uh-huh. And then how many days?
Hold on 1 second. My math is off.
You ain't got to solve it. You don't got to solve it. But that's your equation. Right. 60 minutes times 24 hours
then I
times
get that answer,
how many days. So how many days was Janky there? It was like 7?
7.
It was 7 days.
Okay.
It was a week.
So then takes that and times that by 7. So
and you know that Chelsea actually forgot a 0.
Yes. So Chelsea ends up writing.
It should be like 2,080.
It should be 10,000.
It should be 10,080. Chelsea wrote 1,080, but luckily Angela was over. She wrote
you can't be over.
15,000.
So Chelsea writes 1,008. The answer is 10,000. Chelsea writes 1,080. Angela writes 15,000. Well, she goes over. But even though Angela is closest to the answer, because Chelsea forgot a number. And you can tell Chelsea knew the answer and knew in her mind that she wrote 10,000, because when Julie reveals the answer is 10,000, she's like, yes.
She's jumping. Yeah, I got it. Right.
But she hadn't written 10,000. But she won just because Angela went over. Mm-hmm. She was 9,000 minutes away from the right answer. I don't want to talk.
I'm really annoyed right now. My queen could have won this.
She could have won it.
Yeah, Angela could have won it.
Yeah, Angela could have won it. Well, she just over, I don't know how many days she did. She got to 15,000. I don't know. I don't know where her math was wrong, but she went left when she should have went right.
And that would have really changed the dynamic of the game.
That would have changed it. I just do think
then what happens?
I think this is Chelsea's season to win, though. But
okay, so Chelsea wins HOH.
So Chelsea wins.
I do like Chelsea, so it's fine.
Chelsea wins HOH.
And then she does her nominations.
Yeah, she immediately pulls, she pulls people into the room for a couple of minutes, but she already knows what she's going to do. She nominates Angela and Chemo. And it's like Groundhog's Day, because I'm like, weren't they just on the block together? How are they just on the block together and and both of them are still here and they're back on the block together again? So she nominates Angela and Chemo. We go straight into a veto. A veto is they've got a whoever gets the most balls down the proton meter within 5 minutes. So it's a wiggly board, and you got to hold the shift in the board.
Reminds me of Shake It Up cocktail that Whitney and Claire and Ozzy did. Okay.
Yes, and so they've got to get 5 balls, and whoever gets 5 balls first, or whoever has the most balls in there in 5 minutes. Well, before Julie can even say they have 2 minutes left, Chemo has won the veto.
Thank you, Chemo.
Yes.
Chemo was throwing them balls down there. I don't know, but them balls was going so fast.
He's like, I'm not going home. Stop.
I ain't going home.
The interesting thing, Miss Felicia, did you see Chemo and Angela sitting on the block together? He looked so defeated that I was like, oh, his energy is bad. And Angela's energy was she just seemed so positive about it. I thought that it was going to be Angela was going to win the veto and Chemo was going to lose, because he just looked so defeated. But he took that energy and turned that into a win for him. To determination. He really kicked it into high gear, and that time he got himself off the block.
Yes. So, and Angela knew regardless that she was going to be the target and the one going home.
Oh, yeah. So it's interesting because now when Chemo comes off the block, Chelsea has to have these conversations about who's going to be the replacement, and she just wants you to know, like, if you're the replacement, it's all good because Angela's my target. So so Chemo comes in and she tells Chemo, I want Angela gone, so I'm thinking about Rabina or Mackenzie. He's like, yeah, okay, but maybe not Rabina. I would hope it's not Rabina. He's like, okay, maybe Rabina or Mackenzie. So then Rabina comes in and she's like, my target is Angela. Maybe I'll put up you or Cam. And I was like, oh, she is really playing. She's like, got to be careful with who I say the other option is, because I don't want you to know that it could be Mackenzie, because I don't want you to know I'm close to her or whatever, but she's really playing. But anyway, Chemo uses the veto on himself. Chelsea renoms Rabina. Rabina gets up there next to Angela. She grabs her hand and holds her hand while they on the block. And I would have been mad as hell. Don't hold my hand. We are not best friends. I don't want to hold nobody's hand all through commercial. My hand sweating, your hand shaking, you squeeze. I want my hand back. I want to hold my own hand. I like putting my hands right here and in between my thighs and keep my hands tight. I don't like nobody don't hold my hand.
Right. Okay.
I'm about to go home and shit. You want to hold hands?
Hold my hand.
No, don't hold my hand. Hold your own hand.
All that fake hugging.
Squeeze my arm or something. Say
fake hugging and I love
also,
you.
you're taking my TV time, so no, don't do that. Because I don't know what I might do. I might do a song and dance. And
don't hold my hand.
Hold my hand.
Because then I want to take it back, and then I don't want to feel rude. Now I don't know how to take my hand back.
Hold hands for a little bit, but then we let go when it was time to do our speeches.
I mean, I will hold hands with Hannah. I will hold hands with Hannah. Like I said, unless you're my best friend, but. All of that, we just sitting on the block together. I don't want to hold. Hi, I'm sorry that we on the block. I don't want to hold hands. I want to hold my own hand right now. I don't want to hold hands. So the votes come down. Chemo, Mackenzie, Cam. Shout out to all his dogs at the crib again. They all vote for Angela. Angela is evicted. The crowd goes
crazy.
Wild. It's a lot of cheers. Angela tells
they're happy that she left.
No, they're just happy to greet her. They just were showing her love. I don't think
showing her love.
Whatever. Let's just hurry.
I think they knew she was gonna go. So now it's gonna be interesting to this HOH is probably the most critical.
Okay. Or we just gonna
here's my theory.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
If Chemo or Rubina wins,
oh my gosh, wins what?
It wins HOH, then Chelsea and Mackenzie are going on the block. If Chelsea can't play. If Mackenzie or Cam win, then Chemo and Rubina are going on the block, and Chemo's going home. And the final four is going to be Mackenzie, Chelsea, Cam, and Rubina.
So Mackenzie, in the mindset she's in, rethinking her HOH, and if she made the right decision, possibly considering that Chelsea puppeted her. Did she still rolls with Chelsea? She doesn't see Chelsea as a threat. She's willing to, or is she willing to lose to Chelsea? You know what I'm saying? Because some people play with some people and they're like, you know what? I've been playing with you. I don't want to see you go home. I'm gonna sit next to you. If I lose to you, I lose to you.
It's like the Matt and Jag.
Yeah. Okay.
They were willing to go to the end. Each one was willing to carry the other one. If I lose to you, I lose to you. But I'm gonna keep you. Yeah. I don't believe Mackenzie at this point would put Chelsea up on the block. Okay. I believe she's gonna put Chemo and Rubina and one of them go home. And then even when they get to the 3, I believe they're gonna get rid of Rubina.
I would do the same. Because I would be mad as hell if I played a game so hard and then I kick out somebody who I would not mind being the winner of my season, and then I end up with. And no disrespect to Chemo and Rubina, but I just don't think that they've played a stellar winning game for this season.
For them to sit in them final 2 chairs.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to give a little credit. I don't think Rubina has, but I feel like with Chemo being on the block multiple times trying to get taken out.
He has been a survivor.
If he survives, I wouldn't be mad.
Well, let me just play a little devil's advocate to that.
Oh, here she
him having been on the block and giving him credit for not going home. Has his coming off the block or not going home had anything to do with what he did to get himself off the block, or was it just because he was always the pawn and they were not going to put him up there and nobody is worried about keeping him?
I think there were a few times where Chemo really was the one intended to go home. And again, it's kind of like where I'm using myself as an example. Now, I believe about 5 out of my 8 times I was not the intended target. But about 3 of those times, I actually really was the intended target. And the one thing I learned being in the house was the week that you're on the block, that's the week when you really have to be in tune with yourself. And you have to be the best version of you and let the other person sabotage themselves. Now, and I think Chemo learned how to do that. Stay being Chemo. Now, he did soak a couple of times in the early game, but at the end of this last second half, he's learned how to just stay Chemo, be the person that he's always been, and just let the other person do the sabotaging of themselves. And he talked to people and say, I really want to be here. So I think he really did. He helped himself stay in the house, I think, several times.
Because sometimes it can be, you can be on the block and you cannot leave, and you can also have nothing to do with that. Maybe somebody over there said, somebody spoke on your behalf. Now you don't even know. They like, I don't even know if we should kick him out. He don't need, so then it's like, well, did you have any agency in not going home, or did someone else just realize, like, we just not sending you and you didn't go home? Like, how much
did you do to impact?
Yes, exactly. How much of your own impact was made in regarding whether you went home that week or not? But anyway, we are down to the final 4, right?
5.
Five. Mm-hmm. Final 5. Mm-hmm. And we will not have a Wednesday episode, Julie said.
Yeah, just a 2-hour Thursday.
2-hour Thursday.
Are we crowning next Thursday?
No. They're crowning on the 13th. So next week, they're instead of having an hour show on Wednesday and an hour show on Thursday, no show on Wednesday and a 2-hour show on Thursday.
Because is the Wednesday the summit coming out and they're
yes.
Okay.
Yes, that and Survivor.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So here's my thoughts. I mean, I definitely think we could I really hope that Chelsea wins. Or, you know what? I'm not going to lie. I'm okay with Mackenzie winning. Either of those two.
Actually, one of those two would be good.
Can win, will be iconic. I think they'll be great.
Can you imagine them in the final two? Like, I don't know who the jury would vote for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't either.
I also want to say this. I'm very disappointed that Angela went home.
I could tell. Your whole energy just shifted.
Yeah, I'm very
I was ready for Angela to go home.
Listen here, Mama Fee.
Yes, I was. Angela cried too much, and Angela did she let a lot of her paranoia. I mean, now I'll be like I said.
But you weren't entertained. You don't think it was a good game? You don't think it was a good game?
And if Angela had gotten to the final two chairs, I'd have picked her. Because of the fact that she was able to she had the veto taken off of her, 3 times? She was on the block every other week. So I wouldn't be mad at Angela if she had gotten to the final two, but I really just thought other people played more of a strategic game. And half the time, Angela really, like you asked about chemo, Angela was one of those where it wasn't her doing that kept her from going home.
It was
They
not.
just wanted somebody else more than her.
Even having the veto used on her was not of her own doing.
It wasn't of her own doing.
Yeah.
Because half the time when they used it on her, she didn't even know they was going to use it on her.
I just want to say this. Even though the veto wasn't her doing, she still, even when the veto was used, she still turned that and used it her advantage. That's just my thing.
I'm not saying she wasn't gaming. Angela was gaming and playing and strategizing. Yeah, she was trying her best.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm excited to see. That's my only thoughts because I gotta really mourn what just happened. What's your I'm so.
Well, I'll tell you.
You wanted Angela to win.
I wanted Angela to win so badly because I always love rooting for the people that people hate. And
Let me tell you how she.
And look how she played, and she's older. Just like, Mama Fee, when you were playing, I wanted you to win. When Tiffany played, I didn't want her to win. But there's just
bald ass.
Just certain people. So it's just things like that. But go ahead, Tiff. What were you going to say?
So I was going to tell you something, but you ungrateful. But I'm going to tell Miss Felicia because she watched it with me. We're going to talk about it. When Angela came out to Miss Julie, I thought you might like this, Big Derek. Julie told her she survived the block six times. She said no, I've been on the block 7 times.
7 times.
And she just said, oh yeah, that's right. And so Angela tells Julie that she would have won against anyone. She said they had to kick her out because she was the biggest threat. She would have won against anyone, and she knows she would have won against anyone. And Julie asked her who would she have taken the final 2. She said I would have taken chemo with me the final 2. She said why? She said because that's my boy. And she said, well, what if he would have beat you? She said, and I would have been fine with that because I would have been fine if he beat me. That's my boy. She loves chemo. She said she learned that she has figured out that she knows who she is. She is strong. She is resilient. She is a fighter. She already knew that. But coming into this house and coming into this game, she's seen that she's going to keep on fighting. She was so happy to have played the game. Yeah. She left so her and Leah leaving back to back gives me Tiffany and Hannah vibes. They were each other's closest allies. They left in a double right after one after the other. But just in the positive attitudes about leaving, and Angela talked about how much she loves everybody in the house. She's gained some daughters and some sons, and I it was bittersweet. I was sad to see her go, but just hearing her refreshing. It was almost like she just let it all out. She let that breath of fresh air out. Mm-hmm. Like I'm out. I didn't want to be out, but now that I'm out,
it's like 1,000 pounds have been lifted off my shoulders. That's exactly what it was.
I love that. I'm excited for her, and I'm excited for her to become a part of the Big Brother family.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to meeting her.
I've never, like I said, I always love me. Just an entertaining player, and she held it down because when Tucker left, I thought we were in trouble. So I'm very happy that they kept her, and it was a great casting, another great casting choice. So we'll see what happens. I guess. Oh, you know what? I know what's coming up. Almost, we're getting close to the jury segment time and all that shit.
So interestingly, Julie says something in her thing about Ubley, Michigan, and the reindeer games winner or something, or maybe I saw that somewhere else. I don't know, but I get my Twitter and my real life mixed up. But I am wondering if Nicole Franzel may be the jury roundtable host.
Oh,
and it's something that I actually was discussing with some other BB alum that previously when Dr. Will stepped down, if they're looking for a woman, because it's been a man all this time, and they are looking for a winner, I mean, honestly, Nicole knows all sides of the BB game. She's been in the final 2. She's won. She's been on the jury, in the jury house. She's played BB reindeer games. She's won. She's got such a great resume, and she knows, like I said, like all different points of, like, Derek, you don't know the jury house. You don't know what it's like at round table. You don't know those things. You know, she does. She knows what it's like to win and how it is to lose. I think that if Nicole is the chosen host for Roundtable, because of her experience and her expertise, how many times she's played the game, the positions she's held, I think she makes a great host for just having the knowledge and experience of the game. Yeah. I'm here for it.
Did they say why Dr. Will stepped down? He just got tired?
It is time. Oh,
it's time.
Yeah. Not my Tourette's jumping out there. I'm so sorry.
We're done. No, it's time.
Today. No, that's my favorite. First of all, Miss Felicia, do you have that? I be looking for that. I'm so mad I can't have it saved in my phone. I
use it for my work. I use it for my work.
Big D, send it to me. It's so crazy because I watched it and I remember seeing Riley go. I said,
Riley jumped.
You was so mad, Miss Felicia. You said, fuck wrong with you?
Right. Why you jump like that? Right, literally.
Today took me out. That girl said, oh.
Literally. Okay, well, listen, let me ask you guys a question. Now that we're kind of at the end, who would you like to see win?
We already talked about this, Big D, the whole episode. We talked about Chelsea. And MJ.
Okay, all right.
Chelsea and MJ. Chelsea 1, MJ 2. Yeah. That's my 1 and 2.
Love that. Okay. Now, Mama Fee, let me ask you, what are you up to next? Could you tell everybody, are you working on any special things that you could tell us? Or what have you been up to? Or what's next for you?
You know, I really haven't figured that out. I'm going to the finale. I'm doing that on the edge, over the edge thing in December. I want to do some type of podcasting, but I just haven't figured out exactly what I want to talk about. I don't know if I want to keep it tied strictly with reality TV.
Come over here, Mama Fee.
Yeah, come on over to Heavy Crown.
We don't pay our workers, but come over here.
We create a channel for you.
Okay.
We will create a show for you.
I really want to do some type of podcasting, but I really want to do something tied to motivational and getting people to just tap into being the best versions of themselves.
Okay.
Because I think a lot of times people, they get caught up in all the chaos going on in the world, and they don't realize that if you just have a positive attitude and you really do trust and believe, I'm God all day long. Trust and believe that all things are possible. I believe that with my whole heart, and I try to live my life like that. Now, that ain't saying I'm perfect, because I can, I tell people all the time, I'm Peter in the Bible. Peter was a cusser, and so I can be that person.
Okay. I
can be
cuss,
that
but my heart
person,
is good.
But my heart is good. God knows my heart, and He can still use me to be one of them 12 disciples. And so I want to do something that encourages people to figure out how to dream big and be the best version of themselves.
Oh, Mama Fee, if you come up with some ideas, we have a network here. We're always looking for more shows to join and things like that.
And you don't have to come with me and Big D. You have your own show.
You have your own show.
Your own channel.
Yeah.
Hey, you got to start somewhere, and now y'all can see just on my social media half the time I don't know what I be doing. I'm learning.
Because I don't want to see you on OnlyFans.
No, I ain't gonna be on OnlyFans.
Be talking about some Only Felicia.
I don't know, because the way that Mama Fee was backing it up in New York, I said, hold on now. Hold on, okay? Well, Mama Fee, thank you so much for joining us. Okay.
I
Where
really
can everyone
it.
follow you? Because I feel like every time we trying to find you, you get a new account. So are we now good now?
We are good. If you go to my Instagram, Felicia.cannon.9, and I got a link tree in there, and it takes you to all my the Twitter, the TikTok, the YouTube, all
Miss
of that.
Felicia.
And I am still doing real estate, but I want people to know I really am still, I really love real estate. I like working with first-time home buyers and veterans.
Period.
Oh,
First-time home buyers and veterans. Yeah.
What, Tiffany? Look at it. What's up?
No.
You look like you want to say something.
I don't. Good night.
I'm dead. Okay. Well, Tiffany, have a safe flight. Okay.
Thank you. Miss Felicia, you were phenomenal tonight. I love you. Thank you so much for joining us. Yes. I feel like we should have had you on here a long time ago, but I appreciate you coming. You're always welcome here. And I hope I get to see you again in person.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I will join you guys anytime. Just let me know. I'll be honored to be a guest on your show.
Thank you, Mama Fee. We love you. We love you. Hey, Royal Court, please remember to like and subscribe and comment, and we'll see you guys next time.
All right. Bye. Have a good one. Good night.
Good night.